Hello, hi everyone. Just a beautiful walk here at the park. Thank you so much, Estelle and Jerry, for joining me. I'm here at just doing a walk, and look at those beautiful deers. Wow, you remember that song that we used to sing back home? Oh, a deer, a female deer. Ta ta ra, ta 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 ta. Anybody remembers that? I used to wonder how these deers looks like, but these ones are pretty. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Anyway, I've been here in the park just doing a bit of exercise. As I did say, I was going to bring you live while I'm in the park. I'm still going on about the 120 days challenge that I put up for myself. 120 days challenge. I do hope that some of you have joined me, and I do know that Eze and Prince Eze, I must say, thank you so much, said he's joining me, and another couple of people who actually joined me on this 120 days challenge. So I'm still up talking about the 100 days 20 challenge. And yes, the beautiful park over here, and parks over here. Thank you so much, those watching from Kenya. I can see you all. Jerry Loins, Peter Kagasha from Kenya, Eunice M. Our parks are usually very nicely done. Children playing. It's a warm summer day, and I'll be exercising very shortly. And when we are here in London, I'll tell you what, someone gets excited when you see a goat, when you see a goat when you see a goat, you get excited because these are not everyday today things, so it's very exciting when you see these kind of things. And I'll take you to see the goat. I don't know if you'll be able to see those deers over there, or perhaps you can't, I don't know. But they're lying quietly over there. Yeah, I think you can spot them somewhere there. So yes, there's a nice little fence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think there's about 8 of them over there. Beautifully well done. I'll take a photo later. But let me show you the goats. In London, when you see the goats, it's something like, wow, there is goats. And you then begin to understand that what we take for granted sometimes, it's quite special here. And they do actually very good labels in the park over here. So you can see growing communities, Clissold plots. Part of this space is given over to growing salad for growing communities box scheme. Come in and look around using the self-guided tour when we are working here on Mondays. So in other words, they're trying to promote people. Okay, so you can see there is a beautiful welcome growing community garden. So there's a community garden over there. So you can read about what they do over there at www.growingcommunities.org. Just decided to pay a visit, and this is part of my 120 days challenge. So I did say that I was going to bring people live when I'm here. I haven't, I have been doing it, but you have been seeing me at the gym. So, oh yes, so here is the goats. So I did say I will bring you live to see the goats. So you see, right, this is what is in this gate. So it says, new goats, Wallis and Gromit are the 2 new Anglo-Nubian goats that have arrived at Clissold Park. They were born at Hackney City Farm earlier in the year and have since matured enough to live independently at Clissold Park. They have a specialized diet and are well looked after by the park staff. They also have regular visit by the vet to ensure they remain in good health. We appreciate that it might be tempting, but please do not feed the animals at Clissofield. Any food as this will likely disturb their diet without staff being aware. So we are also told not to feed the goats. So they just there. We are advised never to feed them, and it puts little notes over there. And I think it's just guidelines for all of us to follow. And I will take you by to just see. Okay, and there you are. So it says goats. It even explains to when I say things like this, I have to laugh anyway. So it says male, back billy or weather, female, doe or nanny, kids young, average lifespan 12 years. And then it explains goats live in loads of different places around the world and can be found in the wild in mountains region of Southwest Asia, North America and Europe. It is thought that the goat was the first ruminant cud-chewing animal to be domesticated, probably before 7000 BC. Archaeological remains suggest that goats were first domesticated in what is present-day Iran and Iraq. Traditionally, these adaptable animals would have been used to provide meat, milk, and leather. Today, domesticated goats can be found all over the world in a wide variety of climate. Adult goats range in size from about 40 centimeters to over 100 centimeters tall. Both male and female goats often have beards, and many goats also have dangly flaps of skin on the neck known as toggles, wattles, and tassels, which serve no obvious purpose. They are sure-footed and very good at climbing, having evolved in rocky mountain areas. They have fairly fast-growing hooves, which in the wild would be constantly worn down by their movement. Our goats have to have their hooves trimmed regularly. This is like humans cutting their nails and is not painful or cruel. Goats have coats made of hair, which, unlike sheep's wools, are not naturally waterproof. Because of this, goats do not like to get wet and usually seek shelter when it rains. Goats are herbivorous, which means that they only eat plants. They are browsers and like to eat shrubs and bushes as well as grass. We supplement their browsing with special goat's food, which provides the nutrients they need to be healthy. They are intelligent and curious animals and have a great deal of characters. They can be playful and inquisitive and like to climb and explore. I tell you what, when I read things like this, I can say, hey, na no wonder mzungu bwana. You think while I was in Kenya, I would stand to look at a goat? You're kidding me. You must be joking. But anyway, here you go. Meh, 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 meh. So the two goats here, one is called Wallis and another one is called Gromit. So these are the two new goats. Anyway, I thought I should share this and make you guys laugh. Ati mimi nimekuja kuangalia mbuzi. Imagine hiyo kitu hivyo, ati nimekuja kuona mbuzi. Wait until I tell my mom. You should have a good laugh. Ati nimekuja kuona mbuzi mimi. Mbuzi. Imagine nikikuja kuona mbuzi bwana. My goodness me. But there you go. It's something exciting. Tukiona mbuzi hapa, yani unajua si kitu inaona kila siku, bwana. Hata tumeona mbuzi. So kuja Kenya bwana, tunaona mbuzi kila siku. Anyway, what I'm saying is in Kenya, goats are everywhere. We see them every day, everywhere. So, they are the two. Ndio hizo hapo mbuzi. Umeziona? Meh, come on. Do you like me? It seems to like me. Meh, 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 meh. And that's the second one. they put a little nice gate over there. I don't know which one is which, but I suspect. Anyway, right, let me go and do what brought me in this park. And what really brought me in this park, well, I've done my exercise already, so I've been trying to do 1 or 2 bits, and then I've decided to take a walk. It's a beautiful day here in United Kingdom today. Today is Wednesday. I took my day off, and it's the day that I really catch up with people with Thursdays, and I'm gonna go and share some exercises that I have learned over I think this is my 3rd week. Well, it's going, so I started off, I won't tell you my weight, but I'm keeping a record, so I will share that at the end of my weight. Oh, look at the lovely dog. So yes, I am beautiful, lovely park. We look after our parks over here, and I wonder in Kenya how we look after our parks. I hope we learn to appreciate what we've got as well. And they just, we nurture them really, so we appreciate. And look at that beautiful church over there. Chris Magero, Timothy Mopoperi, Ian Donaldson, thank you for joining in. So yes, I'm here at the park today, just taking a stroll, and I'm gonna do a bit of my 120 days challenge again. And we're talking about health and well-being. We're talking about keeping fit. Keeping fit. It's August again, and it's August, so I am looking at August. What are your plans for August? Yeah? What are your plans for August? So what are your plans for August anyway? So yes, and look what I've been given at the park. It says wiseuptowaste.org, and these are bottles that are being given at the park. So I've just picked one for one of my friends, and one for my mommy, and one for myself. So for now, yes, thank you Matsaga David for joining in. Marion Canary, thank you for joining in. Faith Roberts, thank you for joining in. Chris Magero, Princess DJ Banks, thank you for joining in. Susan Bogwa, thank you for joining in. Vivian Dames, Richie Angela, Sydney Ufeli, Eunice Wafula, Daura G. London. Thank you all for joining in at this time, which is just approaching, I think it's coming to about 12. It's just gone 5 minutes past 12 here in London. And I'm going to start my exercise. So I'm going to start my exercise, just what I've been planning to do. So you go into a tree, and this is just for my mom. I say to you, me and my mom are taking the challenge. So if you'd like to join, I'm not very good. I haven't got there yet, so don't laugh. Don't laugh at me. So you start off with your stretches. Go into a tree, and you start off with your stretches. Hold on for me. I brought some notes. Firstly, I'm going to run through this, and this is your better guide to weight management. I'm not saying that everything here is really good. I'm not saying everything that I've written is 100%, but this is some of the things that I'm trying to do while I'm doing this exercise. So this is week 4 or week 3 actually, sorry, so I've made a mistake. but it's your better guide to weight management. So food explained, and we've got a chicken there with salad, and that's so I've printed out so foods, and I'm saying carbohydrates over there. So carbohydrates, and I'm going to move a little bit over there. So we've got carbohydrates, but don't worry, I'll be putting pictures later, so not to worry about that. Just listen to what I'm saying. So I'm reading from what we've printed. So recommended diet: carbohydrates are an ideal source of energy for the body. They are converted more readily than protein or fats into glucose. So anyway, the overall thing is keeping healthy. So you have your balanced diet food. You know, if you've put on weight like me, you can say, so I need to lose a little bit of my round belly, and I need to bring my hands, you know. So yes, so balanced diet, I'm recommending balanced diet. So proteins as well. So if you'd like some notes, I've got some notes for you. I can always email you this if you send me your email. So it takes time. You know, when you want to do things like this, you have to be serious as well. And understanding food labels, yes, that is something critical. Understanding food labels. In Africa, most of the stuff we've got is organic, but I think we have portion control. It's the portion control we need to you know, lessen food. So understanding the food labels. Here we've got a lot of food around. You know, anything, you just go easy and you pick it up. So you don't even think about it. But like, just hold on, let me show you. Now, earlier on I bought this. I didn't even think while I was buying it. Just because I saw photos of fruits and everything, I thought, oh, it's a good thing, and I didn't really bother to check the labels. But if you look at the labels, actually the sugars is quite high, so you can see it's quite red, and because I've bought it, I just will drink it. And that's what most of us do. You buy it and you're just forced to drink because we haven't looked. It says 12 grams, but if you multiply that with the 1 liter, it's quite a lot of sugar in it. So if I'm drinking like 3 or 4 packets of this, you wonder why my belly is going big. You understand what I'm saying? So let's cut it down. I know, don't do what I said. This is not good. This is not good, but just for today, allow me to drink it because I did buy it. It is better to eat fresh oranges. It's best to eat fresh oranges. Much better. Eat fresh fruit. Replace it with all these replace it than taking all these packet foods. Just go and get yourself oranges and make your own fresh oranges and exercise. And yes, so that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, hold on. Right, I'm gonna be right. So the food's here. So I've written a bit of notes here. So walk slow, fast. So walk slow and fast. So what do I mean? Walk slow and fast. So hold on. So this is how I'm gonna do it. So walk slow and fast. So here, just hold on there. Hold on there. So walk slow and fast. So it's gonna be like this. Walk slow and then fast. Walk slow and fast. So you can see my little doggies. A lot happens in this park, you know. So much happens in this park. If you sit down here, you have such a beautiful day. So it's going to be walk slow and fast. So fast. motivating me. So walk slow. Okay, so the next one is lift legs up. So lift legs up. Lift legs up. Mommy, can you see this? Mommy, lift legs up. We're going to do it. Lift your legs up, mommy. Keep going. Yes. Me and my mommy have a challenge, you know. I'm finished. But don't worry. Then we have to kick. Don't laugh at me. We have to kick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I'm on feet. Yes, I'm on feet. But don't worry, after 120 days, you'll see the new me. Right. Then the next one I've put on the spot is side stretches. What means critical? Very important. Stretches like that. Stretch. Always aim to stretch when you're exercising. Very important. So stretch. Just go to a tree. Do the next one. Keep fit. Quite critical. But there you go. So, and then the next one I want you to do is stretch as far as you can. So you stretch as far as you can. Yeah. And you stretch. And imagine someone is pushing you, so you push. 1, 2, right. I'll do it from the tree. So I'm pushing there. There you go. I'm pushing there.
I'm gonna go see them.
And then I do it the next side. Then, I'm pushing there. I'm not doing it right, but I'll soon get it. Right, jump up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, like you're skipping. You remember how we used to skip in school? Skip. Keep skipping. Keep skipping. Skip with me. Right. We're running. Now start running. Running. Run very fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Run. Keep running. Keep running. Keep running. Keep running. Oh, my goodness me. Then shake your legs. Shake your legs. Shake your legs. Right. Yeah. Right. Anyway. Right. People were asking me questions last week in Kenya that we don't have loads of spots. So yes, but we've got packs. We've got packs everywhere. So this is what I mean. We will do it together. Right, I'm gonna take my breath a little bit because I was busy I was doing workouts just before I came live. So I've been doing workouts. I've been here since 10 o'clock. So I've done my at least 2 hours. But I thought I'll bring you to the park at least, and you get to see what I'm talking about. Anyway, let me do a health talk with you. So I'm gonna do a health talk. Yeah. So my health talk is going to be on fats. So there are 2 main types of fats in our diet. One is saturated fat, and the other one is unsaturated fat. Now, saturated fat can increase the amount of cholesterol, which normally is known as LDL, which is low density lipoproteins in the blood, and increases the risk of developing coronary heart disease, stroke, and some cancers. So indirectly, that's what we're supposed to stay away from. Unsaturated fats are a healthy choice and include monosaturated fats and polysaturated fats. These fats help to improve cholesterol level and provide the body with essential fatty acids. So it is good to have some certain kind of fats, but ask me questions later. Monosaturated fats lower the harmful cholesterol and maintain levels of good cholesterol. These are found in olive oils, rapeseed oils, sesame oils, avocado, and some margarines and spreads. So it's good. Avocados, I remember my grandmother had an avocado tree, and at the time I hated avocado. I didn't like avocados, but they kept failing. They just kept falling from the tree. You know, so Africa, we are blessed with all kinds of fruits. Here you have to go to the shop, and you know, in Kenya, for instance, you just plant them and you eat all of them. They're just falling there, and sometimes they're even being eaten by birds there. So anyway, there you go, avocado. If you've got an avocado tree, well done. Polysaturated fats are also known as essential fatty acids, omega oil, and omega-6 can be derived from our diet. Omega-3 is a source. Omega-3 is a source from fish and fish oils and protein, and hearts and artery by lowering triglycerides, decreasing the thickness of blood, lowering harmful cholesterol, and raising good cholesterol. The omega-6 group is sourced from sunflower oil. You can hear that, cornflower oil, soya, pumpkin, flesh, and seeds, and are essential for brain functioning. So you can see we need a good balanced diet even for the brain to sort of work properly. Trans fats, which are either found naturally in some dairy foods and meats or are artificially formed when vegetable oils are partially hydrogenated and added to processed foods, margarine spreads highly, you know. Anyway, so that's me. I like to remind myself of things, so I do take my time. So I thought Eat Well guide. So have a look at this picture here. Eat Well guide. You can see over there, Eat Well guide. So Eat Well guide is eat at least 5 portions of a variety of fruit and vegetables every day. Plenty vegetables. We all know that. Sometimes we take it for granted. I have been taking it for granted. Hence the reason, especially here in UK, the West, we have fast food, you know, so fast food is quick. And that's what we are used to. We like fast. It's a fast country. So, but you know, let us appreciate many African nations as well, because you have good organic food. So stick to your organic food. Don't take it to these McDonald's that we eat. Please, I'm begging you. Otherwise, you will end up having all these diseases that are coming up. Yeah, appreciate, start selling your organic food. When people come to our countries, let us stick and maintain to our healthier option food. And we give people, not this fast food, we give people proper getheri, proper, you know, your traditional meal. So if, say, for example, you're from Bungoma, give people your organic ovusuma, you know, your wimbi, you know. So those watching from Kenya, give them enkoho and your ovusuma and your kunde and your vegetables, murenda, murere. You bring it. That is what we want. That is what the West wants. Not this fast food at the pizza, nini. Nini. We are fed up of it every day here. So please, here they're recommending the carbohydrates. You can see potatoes. In Kenya, potatoes kila siku waru. Mko nayo hapo nje. Waru kila siku, whole grain. Mko na mushere, kamoshere pale. Alafu mnasema nini? Ati sasa tunaletewa ati porridge. Why not drink your porridge that you have, the brown porridge, millet porridge proper? Which starts your day beautiful. And you wonder why our granddads enjoyed and lived healthily. You see them in their bicycle. My kuka, for example, you know, he used to wake up with his proper sugar cane. Not these sugars. He would go to a whole farm which was having sugar cane, bring me a big sugar cane and cut it and make fresh sugar cane. That's what we are recommending here. But everything I'm saying is good for you to always check. So I'm always saying that always check so that at least this is just a recommendation of some of the things I'm reading. I've got this one from Better Guide, and as well got it from some of the source. I got this one from the Public Health England. It's also in association with the Health Welsh Government. So I checked this. I printed this copy from the Food Standard Scotland and Food Standard Agency in Northern Ireland. So that's where I'm reading from. So there's a lot of good tips over there. As I was sitting down here at the park exercising, a gentleman from Denmark approached me, and he was telling us that in Denmark, or approached us, we were a few of us earlier on, and said that in Denmark, when people are exercising as a group, they print for them good foods and bad foods, like 100 pages for every person that enters the class, and they recommend that for everyone. So it was interesting to listen to these people from Denmark. So I'm sitting down here at the park, and I thought I will bring you live and talk about these issues that we take for granted sometimes. Hold on, I will now talk about cholesterol. Cholesterol and low cholesterol. So what you're aiming for is to eat low fat food to lower your cholesterol. So understanding food terms, yeah? So let me go first of all for white bread. White bread contains 75% of the original grain. The wheat bran and wheat germ is removed, so you now know. Whole meal, made from the entire whole wheat grain, nothing added, nothing taken away. Stone ground wholemeal bread from the flour traditional ground between milestones, and brown bread contains 85% of the original grain with some bran and wheat germ removed during milling. Wheat germ bread, white or brown flour with a minimum of 10% of the added wheat germ. Then you've got organic bread, any of the above made with organic ingredients, genetically modified. So you can see, we need to know more about these GM things and all that. Yeah. What else is here? What else did I put? Yeah, labels, yeah. I want us this week to pay attention to the labels. Start eating, especially if you're living in UK here, please look at your labels very, very well. Yeah, these labels. This label business, we really need to keep an eye on this label business. You know, there's now a food tax. You can understand why the government is doing sugar level tax and everything. So we need to keep an eye on this idea of what we are putting in our body. We need, especially for our BME communities or Africans and Afro-Caribbeans, you know, we enjoy our meals and we put on weight as well very easily. So let us start looking at this packaging. Packaging is very important. When we are not looking at, and you know, some of us have got sweet tooth. Like me, I've got a sweet tooth. I will not tell you that I don't have a sweet tooth. I've got a very sweet tooth, and I like sweet things. So the trick is to lower it in half. So like now, because I know this one is bad, what I'll be doing is, and I know it's still not the best, but just to start me off, because I enjoy this packet of drink, I will be taking milk, full fat milk with my blue. A lot of people like to take the semi-skimmed, but I recommend the blue one at the moment. I was asking the personal trainer that is training me, and he was saying, although guidelines say here the green one, he was recommending me to drink the blue one, and I really don't like the blue seal, so sometimes it can be a little bit confusing, but this is just general because everybody's at different areas. So they recommend the green one, but for me I'll be taking the blue one, and then I'll put the blue one, and then I'll put just a drop of this, and then maybe mix it, and I'll try that and see whether I replace it or probably use my new bottle. But for now, any questions? If anybody's got questions, let me see. And for mommy, thank you so much. I watched you doing your bowling last week. So my mommy has been doing, she went out and she did the stretches and congratulations. I love you for that. It really motivated me this week. This week has been much better than last week. Last week it was a challenge for me, but I'm gonna be walking back to the gym and just finish my last 1 hour. But you can see, let me do this a little bit of this belly, a little bit, so a little bit. Right, I'm gonna run and just watch me run. But before that, let me thank some people. So we've got people who've come on right now. Thank you so much, Albert, for coming in. Albert says yes, and William James, quick pack, is that with Diaz? Yes. Which? And African to pay attention to nutritional information. Yes, and Ezzy Martin, thank you for joining in. Ezzy likes to do bicycle ride as well. She always does that in the park. Rod Hopkins, many thanks for joining in. Francis Silly, thank you so much for coming in. I've decided to do a bit of exercise to stay in shape. You know, I have to not just stay in shape, but actually I said my goal is to keep fit and go back into, I used to run. What a lot of people don't know, actually, I used to be one of the best runners for 400 meters years ago. Don't ask me to run right now. You can say I've gone boop. I don't know. Friday Akpan, our person who takes photographs, many thanks for joining in. Lillian Ocheng Nyandola, many thanks for coming in. Roshan, thank you for coming in. Alex, thank you for coming in. Pastor Kamweru, many thanks for joining in, and thank you for the work that you do with our community. Gideon Kibuja, many thanks. Matt Taylor, thank you for joining in. Jane Theory, Matsanga David, najaribu tu, so unaona. So last few days you saw me, shake. Now that is part of my 120 days. Marion Canary, thank you for coming in. Faith Robert, thank you, and Ian Donaldson and Timothy Mopoperi, again, many thanks for coming in. So yes, I'm gonna try and run, and look at that little nice pigeon. I'm telling you, there is some things we take for granted when we are growing up in Kenya. And then you come here in Britain and you see, and you start thinking, now I can understand why Mzungu, when they come to Africa, they see all these things and they think, wow, look at me. I was coming in and I'm showing you a goat. Because you don't see a goat every day. Sasa ukikutana, if you meet a goat right now in the park, maze, it's a big thing. So it is looked after, the goat is given all kind of whatever. And us, all we do is we think, look at all these pigeons. You see, the pigeons are behaving themselves in a park. At least what is interesting, this sometimes I like to say the Wazungu's animals. Somehow they tend to behave a little bit better. I don't know if they attempt or what, but look at them relaxed. Imagine pigeons hapa, ziko tu hapa. They are not flying. So when you see them, they are just chilled here. But in this park, so many things happen. Look at this. It's a beautiful day. Look at here. They've made a man-made swimming pool for kids to cool down, so the children can come and just cool down. You know, Wazungus as well here. The children, their skin si kama yetu pia. So the children are cooling down. So yeah. So kila mtu na mambo yao. So let us appreciate our countries. Kenya, you know, I always tell people, hakuna pahali, hakuna park. Kila pahali across in Kenya, I see parks, but they are less, people don't use them. We don't use our parks. Alafu munapiga kelele. Munapiga kelele ya nini? Serikali imefanya kazi. But there's one thing I must say, the toilets needs to be put. Look at this beautiful dog over there, just passing. Anyway, and I remember around my place where thank you, I'm keeping going here, thank you. I remember in my place, in my place, one young man, Koki, I must thank that young man. He came and said, Madam Juliet, you know you're telling us to play volleyball in the park, but there is no toilets. And I remember my job going to the county, and I went to the office of the chief. Nikawaambia hapo, it is good we have a park, but budget ya choo iko wapi? Because it looks like there is no talk. So all you need is a pit toilet, for example, and then maintenance for those pit toilets. Seriously. And you don't need all these whatever. And so the young men were not using the parks because there was lack of access of toilets, as they put it to me. So I'm hoping that by the time I'm coming back to Kenya, they did promise that they will put it in their next budget, which is in June. So little things like this can impact on people not using the parks. Here you can see there's clean toilets, just flushable toilets, and people are there. And yes, in some places I know there's no water. Hence the reason I suggested pit latrines in some places. At least you know they're there and people can use. So you just put like, I don't know, but you know, mambo nyingi. That would be for the county to consider what would be the best, not for me to think for them. Always make assessment in the areas that you're in. So yes, it's quite interesting what we've got. Adiola Fasumba, thank you for joining in. Patient Mugwaja, many thanks for coming in. Peter Walsh, thank you as well for coming in. Monique Unique, thank you for coming in as well. And let me do my final round. I'm going to just quickly, you can see these birds, they're seated here quiet. So I come here, people ask me, when do you have your time? This is my time and my space. Although I'm talking to you, I'm also reflecting. I'm also reflecting I'm due to be traveling to Kenya before the end of this year, so I'm making plans of what I really want to do. My itinerary is up and running as I put it together. I want to see, of course, some people, and it's just a short journey. By His grace, I want to see Mommy just for a while, and then so I'm going to do a quick run, and then I will log off and say thank you for motivating me on week 3 today, or on week 3. Thank you all for motivating me and coming on. And I'm going to do a quick run again, and then that's for me. I'm done for today. So as I move on, I got to keep an eye sometimes. So I'm going to do a quick run, and yes, 1 minute. So just hold on. So I'll do a quick run, and then I'll come back. So I'll do, I think I said first run and stop. So just stand, hold on, just stand there, and then just give me like, I'll time myself. So just wait there. So I'm gonna run. I've done, not yet, but I will come back. Don't worry, I will come back. I'll come back. I'll come back. Not yet. I'll come back. But I want to thank our teachers back in Kenya. They used to teach us how to run. Never take it for granted. In fact, what I want to say, and I know this will sound controversial, in Africa we've got personal trainer, free personal training, because some of these skills I learned them in school. Then you come here, you're paying a lot of money to learn the same thing we did in Kenya. So let us appreciate our motherland. I'll leave you with that. So let me do my stretches. Don't forget to do your stretches. I'm out of one amigo. Your stretches are very important. Very, very important. I'm not fit yet, but though, I got a long way to go. Please all join me on my 120 days challenge. Bado, help me, bwana. Anyway, that is it. So, chekeni tu, mnacheka tu. You keep laughing to me. Keep laughing at me. Endeleeni kucheka tu. Najua mnacheka tu. You know, putting on weight is easy, but taking it out as well is difficult. And very, very important that you just don't do this because you want to lose weight. But for me, it's to keep fit, really. You know, the other thing is, when you feel you've added weight as well, it presses your knees as well, or it affects your knees. So you start feeling pain in your knees, getting uncomfortable. All this, again, is exercise. We need to just try and move our bodies and stretch them a little bit. Here in London, it can be quite challenging because we've got good public transport systems. We've got good, they won't say they've got good, but it's much, much better than most parts of Africa. So, but in their standard here, sometimes they will say it's still poor. They will still say we've got bad services and all this. But Samuel Nyando, Asante, William, Mudali, I'm taking my breath here. I needed my sugar, which I shouldn't be taking. But I thought, bringing it live to you. Yes, the question you're asking there about vegetables. What I do myself, when I'm very hungry, I can just sometimes just steam, especially when it's a quick meal. I just don't even want to keep cooking too much food and all that. So I'll just buy a variety of mixed vegetables and stuff like that, and I just steam it, and then I'll just eat that for now. Because the trick here is eating healthy. Yeah, I don't really sit down and start, what do you call it? I'll eat, there's this saying that goes like, too much of everything is poisonous. So what I do is, I remember that, and everything in moderation. You know, okay, yeah, a glass of wine, yeah, that's okay. In fact, there is this one I was arguing with a good friend of mine a couple of weeks back. Glass of wine, he had to send me the proof for it. Apparently it's recommended that women should take a glass of wine, and that was something that I saw. Yes, it is recommended. Glass of wine is good. Which one do I drink? Come on, don't ask me personal question. What do I drink? Okay, last week I was drinking a glass of Sauvignon Blanc. I like that. And a rosette as well, yes. But when I'm going for my red, usually it's a sherry, so I like that. Yeah, so I do, occasionally, I do have my glasses of wines, yes. I love my shade, and you know they say as well, sitting down under a tree is good. So Leo, today, and you can see there's some logs just here in the park. Beautiful logs, eh? That's why I say mzungu. Mzungu ako na mambo mazuri. Mambo mazuri, yes. Yeah, they bring it here and we enjoy it. But when it is back home, sometimes we are taking it for granted. And then also back home, even our national parks, hapa you just enter. Bure. Amna hii mambo ati tunalipisha, sijui what, all kind of things. No. Unakuja, making people well healthy. You make people healthy, you make people enjoy our country. Tafadhali, I'm asking Africa to take some things and learn some of these things. So when you come in, even you're looking forward to see easy these animals and God knows what. When I'm in Wales, Beaconsfield, beautiful. Next time I'll bring you live there. Beautiful park. In fact, amazing park. All of it. Unaingia tu bure. Hey, unaingia tu. You look after, even you're ashamed to throw something on the floor because the park is so clean. You're even ashamed to even put something. If you see wanyama hapo, the rabbits there, then you will feel okay, you can feed them. But you use the bins properly there, and you sit down and make it comfortable for everybody. Inaitwa nini hapa, tutasema inaitwa nini? So I'm talking to those people who are in Kenya. And I'm talking Swahili. Yes, I still remember my Swahili. And I speak very good Swahili and speak different languages as well. But what I'm saying is, let us learn to look after our environment. Let us learn how to look after our countries. Hey, Kenya is one of the most beautiful countries in this whole world. I don't even know if people know that. I don't even know if Kenyans understand this. But I'm telling you, Kenya is one of the most beautiful countries. You're so blessed with nature. Beautiful nature that everyone is willing. Look at this. You just come here a little bit. Kenya iko everywhere. You're surrounded with this one. So anyway, and many other African countries. So Abuga Junior, tell us about your country. In Nigeria, I've been to Nigeria several times. And I see the potential in Nigeria. I tell you what, the biodiversity there is something else. But again, it is so behind and all kinds of things happening. Why? Why Africa? Bwana. Learn from this. Can you see? Can you see? Look at this. Who says we can't do things like this? But all we want is, we want to cause commotions in our own countries. Surely. Who is to blame here? There's a play I used to do plays before. And the play was called Who is to Blame? And I remember it was an act, and I used to do I used to go to National, by the way, with this. And the play title was Who is to Blame? So I'm asking Africa, who is to blame here? So yes, Karaoke Njoroge, tell us what is happening in your area. It would be nice to hear what is happening in your area. And Adeola, tell us what is happening in your area as well. What is happening in Nigeria right now? You know, let us know. Albert Kipchumba, many were. But I'm going to say love you and leave you. And I'm going to do, let me just do this one more time and that's it. I really need to go to work now. It's coming 2 o'clock. And then I will do one more run. I've rested. Let me do that 100. They're asking for it here. 100, they're asking for me to do that again. Just one more and then I'm done and I will do my stretches. So again, I'll start small. When you start, I've started small. I've started really small. So I'll start. You go. Yes. Come here. I remember that's what the teachers would tell us. Come here. Run. Oh my God. I'm finished. Again, there you go. So yes, when you see, it doesn't come easy. Keeping fit doesn't come easy. Lusheveleli, did you see that? Nimekimbia, I ran. Mr. Lusheveleli, thank you for coming in. Lusheveleli, I'm coming to Kenya soon. Look out for me. I need to keep fit, bwana. I need to be able to walk those streets of Nairobi. I'm telling you. Elda, how is your area in Kalampa? I need to keep fit, I'm telling you. Hear me breathing like I don't know never before. Exercise is needed for all of us. Benadamalu, thank you for coming in and joining us again. Ati mnaniuliza nini? In Swahili it says, what are they asking me? They're asking me, why am I doing this? Okay. 3 weeks ago, I set up a 120 days challenge. So the first week was okay. The second week, there you go. I was struggling. You think it's easy? It's not easy. If I tell you it's easy, to start is the problem and to get here. So yes, and I also wanted to do this with my mom who is in Kenya. So my mom last week took her first challenge. She sent me a video in Kenya and she did bowling, and I can remember the joy I saw thanks to my sister. I was really happy. She you know, we just found a game that she enjoys, so she started on bowling and walking in the park just like I'm doing. So I said to her, just go to the park, you know, so that's not expensive, just free, but just walking in the park. Hence the reason you see me in the park here today, just to encourage my mom so we can compete who's done the most walk. So this video, I'll be posting it to my mom later on. So I'll save it. I know it's in Facebook, but I will remove it from Facebook and then I'll put it on YouTube and then I'll send it to my mom. My mom can watch me running and walking. So some of the exercise I'm doing will also be able to encourage and motivate her. So we are doing it together and she'll be busy telling me what she did. So we have that kind of ongoing dialogue that we started gradually. Some of the challenges I've realized is as the elderly people, as she's getting elderly, we need more people to be able to take them out for a walk. So some of the challenges that we might be able to consider is, can we get the youth or young people or mentors, maybe perhaps from university, and get them to sort of come up with schemes where they can take people out to the park and then bring them back home and get them active. And that can mean that many chronic illnesses, which we are seeing up in Africa, going up, things like diabetes, cancer. So if we can perhaps encourage, and that's one thing I'll be doing, I'll probably be making a phone call and seeing if we can get more young people or the youth going out a little bit more, and perhaps for now volunteering, but we cover their costs. I don't know how that would work, but it's something I'm thinking about. And just doing an hour, getting them out. Sometimes you find our elderly people wamekaa tu pale nje, which is nice in a way, but there's nobody to take them around, even around the outside. So how do we encourage people to get them to just kutembea tu? You can see the difference in them, in their life, and it makes them live longer, which is important. So Ann Waiharo, asante sana. Kadi Emma, thank you so much. Yes, yes, I want to keep fit for the Kenya trip, and even I'm coming to Kurulampa, by God's sake. My niece is now back home. My mom, I saw her. I'll send you. See my pictures I sent yesterday, Elder. You'll see my niece there riding she was in a horse yesterday. Oh, sorry, day before yesterday, she was in a horse. So, and Elizabeth James, thanks for coming in. Kadi Emma, many thanks for coming in as well. So, Lucheveleli, you look at the difference, eh? Look at the difference, Lucheveleli. Angalia watoto. Watoto wanacheza tu na maji hapa kwa park. Normal park. Not very far from where I live. Normal park. And we have about 3 or 4 around. Eh? This is the greenery area. Normal park. Nice trees. Kila pahali, people looking after them, watering, doing all kind of things, eh? I know I never used to do this, but you know, this is summer for us. Beautiful. Hey, pudding pull up. If I want to go in, I can go in, but I don't feel like I want to go in. I didn't bring my gear. Eh? All I'm saying is, let us learn to appreciate our country. And let us know that we've got one of the most beautiful countries. When I see people going and cutting, wengine huko kwa Mau Forest, mnakata tu miti. Why are you cutting trees when the trees are very healthy for our own sanity? Huh? Why are you doing this? please learn to think about the future. For us, for yourself. Okay, look at how they feed. Look at these deers. Look, they are now feeding them. Look, the deers, they are just feeding them. They are all running now. Hey, oh, do you remember that song? Oh, a deer, a female deer. So they've just been fed. Hey, chakula tu kama ya kawaida. They've just been fed vegetables and all the leftovers. Eh? So you don't need even to throw away. You know, for us, back home, I know in the soko in Kenya, I know the wamamas, they are very innovative. They take those ones and they recycle. Look at those deers. You remember? So yes, some people with their bicycles and they are walking and enjoying themselves with their bicycles and just riding. Hey, you see, this is...
You want to try my bike?
I'm exhausted. Look, they're offering me to just do a bit of exercise. Can you see? Hey, mumeona yo, these are deers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think they are 12. I don't know if they have. Okay, so the man is bringing water for them. Now water is put in the feeding. But I'm not saying what we do in Africa, because us, we are natural people. You know, it doesn't have to be systematic. Here, you can't afford for a goat to run everywhere. But back home, we do the best. Hey, I remember when I was growing up, my mom used to sing for me this song. Oh, a deer, a female deer. Ta, 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 ta. And I used to wonder, what are these deers? And then she would take me to Naivasha to see what a deer was. And this one seemed to have white spots, but the ones back home were just brown, completely brown. So they are eating cabbage. They are eating, I think I can see some waru there. I can see some carrots over there. And yes, anyway, I will love you all. Let me get back to myself. And Benjamin, thank you to seeing you. Duncan, thank you to seeing you. Every single one of you. Week 3, thank you so much for encouraging me, for coming on at this time. Usually I'll be live every Wednesday for this Keep Fit, and you want to catch up with me. Today I will decided to come to this park and do these Keep Fit for myself. I should try and tune in and do my I'll go back. I think I put some stuff on my locker when I was in the gym, so I'll go and get back my stuff. And Precious, lovely to see you. Thank you for coming in on. You're already slim. You don't even need to. You're always active and dancing and everything, so your exercise is always done, so you don't need anything. Yes, thank you so much, Dr. Precious, for coming in. And many thanks. So I love you all. Have a wonderful week. Have a beautiful month. Happy August. Welcome August. If you haven't done it, join me in already with the 120 days challenge. Put it in your calendar. We will review it. We keep going. We keep going wherever you are, whichever country you are. Here in London, many thanks for coming in. And love you all. It's a goodbye from me. Lunchtime here in London. This is what I'm doing. And of course, Preet and Carl Odera, I had missed you out. Many thanks for joining in. Goodbye for now. Happy August. And remember, if you're in Kenya, please find one elderly person, take them for a walk. Let me know you've done that exercise. Wherever you are, many thanks. Good night. Asante sana Joseph Mugo for joining me, who was my schoolmate. Joseph, tell people I used to run. People don't think I used to run. So he was my classmate. So Joseph, I used to be the fastest runner. Tell them, I used to run. Joseph, sinilikuwa nakimbia. I used to run and go to national. They know. I was a very fast runner. I used to do the 400 and I used to do the 800. But I've grown out of it. But I'm happy to coach and I'm happy to teach people physical exercises and everything. Currently, I feel unfit, so don't even try and go my way. I want you to keep fit and speak soon. Many thanks. Good night, good day. And those who are waking up, happy good morning, wherever you are. And thank you. Bye-bye for now. Juliet Makapila. You can follow me at JNM1000. I embrace joy and max and live to the max. I always say I embrace joy and live to the max. And it's at JNM1000. You're 1000% lady. Talking to you live here in London again. I will be in Kenya very soon. Look out for me, and I will be surprising a few of you. I never tell people the dates. I just turn up and just knock your door. So don't ask me what date, but trust me. I will just come and knock. Luchevereria, I'll just come and knock your door. We eat the kunde and we eat the murenda. See you later. Bye bye. See you later. Bye bye.